The history of the Order of the White Lotus, also known simply as the White Lotus, is an ancient and formerly secret society that transcends the boundaries of the four nations, seeking philosophy, beauty, and truth. They are devoted to sharing ancient knowledge across national and political divides. The organization has at times assumed the task of finding, training, and protecting the next Avatar, having done so following the death of Avatar Kuruk, and later at the request of Avatar Aang. A leader within the organization, such as Iroh, is known as a Grand Lotus. Formed by scholars all over the world, the order began as a club where ancient masters of various arts could challenge one another on the Pai Sho table. They derive their name from the White Lotus tile used in Pai Sho, which is also a key element in their strategy. Membership is communicated through the game itself by placing Pai Sho tiles on the board in a specific manner, forming a bloomed lotus bud with the lotus chip in the center. Welcome to the Amagi. In today's video, we're going over the history of the White Lotus. Before we begin, we publish new content every week, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Early history. The Order of the White Lotus was already active by the time of Avatar Kuruk, and like the rest of the world, failed to correctly identify Kuruk's successor, resulting in Avatar Kyoshi having an extremely difficult early life. Following the revelation of the latter's identity, an air nomad member of the order, Jinpa, indirectly apologized to Kyoshi on his order's behalf. However, when he began hinting at his organization's existence, Kyoshi did not understand and dismissed him. Liberation of Ba Sing Se. The Order of the White Lotus maintained a low profile until Grand Lotus Iroh gathered its members to liberate Ba Sing Se during the passing of Sozin's Comet at the end of the 100-Year War. After they helped Sokka, Toph, and Suki by lending them an eel hound in order to arrive at Phoenix King Ozai's airship base, Iroh and Jeong utilized the power of Sozin's Comet to increase their firebending during the liberation, while they worked in conjunction with Pakku utilizing waterbending, King Bumi utilizing earthbending, and Pian Dao utilizing swordsmanship. Public debut and schism. Shortly after the 100-Year War's conclusion, the Society stopped concealing itself from the public eye and began to serve the world and the Avatar more openly, although several aspects of their operations continued to remain secret. Their public debut and open affiliation with the Avatar following the war caused tensions within the Order. One member, Zhai Bao, believed that the Society had been subverted into the Avatar's bodyguards, causing him to leave the White Lotus and form a splinter faction known as the Red Lotus. The Red Lotus' goal was not only to restore the connection between the mortal and spirit world, but also to free the human world of all governments, which were by then supported by the Order of the White Lotus. Avatar Korras Lifetime. After the death of Avatar Aang, a delegation of the Order of White Lotus investigated many claims about the identity of the new Avatar in both the Southern and Northern Water Tribe, all of which turned out to be false. Finally, a delegation of 3 members traveled to the Southern Water Tribe upon Tonraq and Senna's invitation, identifying Korra to be the next Avatar. Around 158 AG, the Order imprisoned the Red Lotus members Ghazan, Ming-Hua, Pali, and Zahir in 4 maximum security facilities for attempting to kidnap the Avatar. These prisons were guarded by White Lotus sentries and held the criminals for 13 years. The Order also attempted to discern the criminals' motives for their kidnapping, but received no answers. Tasked by Avatar Aang at the end of his life, the Order of the White Lotus kept the next Avatar safe until he or she had completed his or her training. However, it was Aang's younger son, Tenzin, and the next Avatar's father, Tonraq, who insisted on keeping Korra at the South Pole. As such, the White Lotus directly oversaw Korra's development and training of each element at a compound in the Southern Water Tribe. Acting as her bodyguards, White Lotus sentries were sent to remain with the Avatar on Air Temple Island to watch her actions as she commenced her airbending training under Tenzin's tutelage. At their quarters, the sentries spent a large part of their time listening to the pro-bending broadcasts on the radio. Korra took advantage of the sentries' distraction to leave the island twice, much to Tenzin's annoyance. As the Equalists attacked Air Temple during the battle for Republic City, the White Lotus sentries bravely confronted the Equalist attackers. They launched a barrage of firebending, earthbending, and waterbending attacks, and with the help of Lin Beifong and Tenzin's children, they managed to defeat the first wave of invaders. The tides quickly changed, however, when more Equalists arrived on the island. Realizing the battle was lost, the inhabitants of the island fled by sky bison. Though outnumbered, the White Lotus sentries remained behind in order to give Team Avatar enough time to escape on Naga. However, the sentries were captured and placed in line with other captured benders, awaiting the removal of their bending at the hands of Amon. After the Equalists were defeated, the sentries' bending was restored by Korra using energy bending. After Zahir was arrested, the Order became once more responsible for his imprisonment, this time in a new holding cell deep within the bowels of a mountain near Republic City. 3 years later, Kuvira was added to their list of prisoners following her failed invasion of the United Republic of Nations. When she was expected to attend her trial hearing in Republic City, the Order was also responsible for her incarceration and transportation outside the secure prison holding. Did you enjoy our video? Be sure to check out these other great videos from the Amagi, and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.